Okay, so it turns out the stream didn't start till now, so we're in the middle of making some questions for our special guest on Friday.
I got juice, I got flavor. Fuck with that bitch and I slide, yeah. I'ma see you later. Big black Birkin bag, yeah. I'ma count a paper. Got beat though, yeah, like bacon. Bitch smile when I see the neighbor. My brothers will come out and blow the shit, yeah. Talking that shit again. Thought that diamonds got ice on my wrist. She like the trip, wanna give me a kiss. She like the diamonds, she like how they hit. Tell in the moment, some new Gucci kicks. I hit the block, yeah, I'm serving the bricks. I keep it 2, yeah, I'm moving the sticks. Yeah, I got juice, I got flavor. I'm getting this paper. I ain't watching no basic cable. Got long hair, horse my stable. And I'm popping my shit with no label. I know what put the grab on the table. I know what drop a bag on the hater. And I'm like, whoa, yeah. I got juice, I got flavor. Whoa, yeah. I got juice, I got flavor. Got the load in the big black truck. See me truck back up. You can see I just bubble my cup. Then my old girl pour me up. Yeah, nigga, I say the word get you up. No, I'm not sparing these niggas. No fight. I put a finger, my nigga. Don't strike and get hit with that stick. You don't think it was light. If I tell her she think she hopping the whip and ride. I know the mama gon' slide. She with the shit, cause she let me get behind. I hit with the flick on my side. They know that I'm lit, so they calling me they shine. They just want a piece of the pie. Be nice, she might get a little piece. Hold on, let me grab my heat. Bitch nigga out thinking it's sweet. Grab the stick and get sticky, let's rock out. I'm the type gotta pop out with the Glock out. Don't got a piece and you still can get knocked out. You let me in, but I'm bad, bitch. I just want the bag, bitch. I ain't had no money, I was out bad. Now I'm making them mad. Yeah, I got juice, I got flavor. Where I'm getting this paper. I ain't watching no basic cable. Got a long hair, horse my stable. And I'm popping my shit with no label. I know what put the guap on the table. I know what drop a bag on the hater. And I'm like, yeah. I got juice, I got flavor. Whoa, yeah. I got juice, I got flavor. Red line, that's the red line.
D-Mark got that heat, huh?
Red line, my shooters on go, this shit ain't no joke. Pop a nigga brain, now we know what he know. Shorty got smoke, cause whip too slow. Red line, go. Red line, my shooters on go, this shit ain't no joke. Pop a nigga brain, now we know what he know. Shorty got smoke, cause whip too slow. The red line, boy, don't stop that whip. Drink up, flip your whip, try to rock on the rug, get hit in your shit. At the red line, if you gon' slide, then slide. Don't talk if you gon' hide. 5-5 nigga, that's all you heard. At the red line, my shooters on go, this shit ain't no joke. Pop a nigga brain, we know what he know. Shorty got smoke, cause whip too slow. The red line, boy, don't stop that whip. Drink up, flip your whip, try to rock on the rug, got hit in your shit. Yeah, at the red line, if you gon' slide, then slide. Don't talk if you gon' hide. 5-5 nigga, that's all you heard. At the red line, I'll never stop at the light, but when I do, I get pie, yeah, they plotting on my life, sometimes they just don't see right, he got that cause I went right, what I'ma tell his OG tonight. I told his OG to just sit tight, if you my brother, then you know that I got love for you. These niggas talking in these streets, but they gon' buzz for you. These niggas saying that they tough Tony, but they run from us. Yeah, that's my brother, not my blood, but that's my mud brother. Yeah, you can't tell me shit about my mud brother. That shit you doing, they don't sit with us. Yeah, we gon' catch them lacking at that motherfucking red line. My shooters on go, this shit ain't no joke. Pop a nigga brain, now we know what he know. Shorty got smoke, cause whip too slap the red line. Boy, don't stop that whip. Drink up, flip your whip, try to rock on the rug, get hit in your shit at the red line. If you gon' slide, then slide.
Okay, so far we have 8 questions. What's a good amount of questions? I said it'll be more of a conversation. because I know she's gonna get like
If you gon' slide, then slide.
So,
Talk if you gon' hide. 5'5"
we
nigga,
might
that's
not
all
need
you
that many
heard.
questions, but we'll see.
Remember them days when I
He's just
slept on the
back
floor.
up.
Remember them days when I ain't had no gold. He tweaked with the gang, still fly through his throat. Heard he a rat, so his ass gotta go. Boy, you my brother till you brought the code. We with this shit, yeah, we be snatching souls. Niggas be talking, but they on the low. Why did you do that, huh? Chopper here, makes it blue back. Niggas be talking that shit, we gon' pull on your block with this chopper like nougat. I up the blick while you move back. They like KP, why you do that? I don't even know why I do that. Yeah. Tell them at the red light. My shit was on gold, this shit ain't no joke. Pop a nigga brain, now we know that we know. Shorty got smoke, cause we get too slack the red light. Boy, don't stop that wheel. Draco, flip your whip, try to rock on the rug, get hit in your shit at the red light. If you gon' slide, then slide. Don't talk if you gon' hide. 5'5" nigga, that's all you heard at the red light. My shit was on gold, this shit ain't no joke. Pop a nigga brain, we know what he know. Shorty got smoke, cause we too slack the red light. Boy, don't stop that whip. Draco, flip your whip, try to rock on the rug, get hit in your shit, yeah, at the red light. If you gon' slide, then slide. Don't talk if you gon' hide. 5'5" nigga, that's all you heard at the red light.
Hey yo, Pluto, you going brazen? Let that shit ride, 88. Oh yeah, Berkey, this the one right here. Can't get that pain off me, I done tried. I seen the future way too many times. God, please don't let me die like that. I know my soul is on fire, the devil keep trying. Ran out of love, I tried to buy it back. I've been dying, I can't smile. God, please don't let me die like that. Been trying, lost my mind. The judge, the quarterback, we just keep catching cases. They want me in they black and white, I told them, bitch, I'm racist. I did time in that pain, I can't erase it. Born with a broken heart, I can't replace it. I give all my clothes away before I fold. Did dirt with some frauds, them niggas told on me. Wrote down 1,000,000 times, no one was there to told me. But that's the same shit my grandma always told me. If I said it, I'm a lie, then I'll be lying. They play me so many times, I can't rewind it. Got all my feelings in my Glock, don't try to find it. Am I going down the wrong road? Give me a sign. Talk the devil about a Jesus piece. Tired of wrestling with the people who don't never need me. Ain't got no manners cause it seems like you can never please them. Ray Charles to the love, can't get that pain off me, I done tried. I seen the future way too many times. God, please don't let me die like that. I know my soul is on fire, the devil keep trying. Ran out of love, I tried to buy it back. I've been dying, I can't smile. God, please don't let me die like that. Been trying, lost my mind. Have all the money in the world, I still feel worthless. Can't get no love from her unless you buying purses. We got Google, I'm still soul searching. Dark on the inside, wish I could open curtains. You just know it's a bitch, don't act like you concerned. Don't pray for me, cause I know you wanna curse me. A funeral the only time I go to church. I just keep it real, I never try to get that pain off me, I done tried. I seen the future way too many times. God, please don't let me die like that. I know my soul is on fire, the devil keep trying. Ran out of love, I tried to buy it back.
Okay, and also the name or the title of this is called What Are the Perks of Being a Good Person? So first things first, if you litter, you are not a good person. Littering is the laziest thing you can do as a human being. In almost every room you go to or came from, there's a trash can. There's no reason to just throw trash on the ground. It's lazy, and it's honestly one of the worst things you can do. From my perspective, it's almost impossible to go somewhere where there's not a trash can or a recycling bin. So you held it for that long. Why couldn't you hold it a little longer?
I've been steady gambling with my life. Reminiscing, trying to get it right.
Yeah. So what are the perks of being a good person?
Trying to strike a 7, roll the dice. I gamble with my life.
Cliche answer would be like, getting blessed. But that's true. Like, when you do good happens to you and for you. I'm not saying like there's always going to be consistent rewards or benefits, because nothing can consistently benefit you. But you know, when you do get repaid for being the person that you should be, you know, you really appreciate it and you understand that how blessed you are and the gifts that have been given to you. You know, I can't really explain it. But ever since I was about 7, I always knew I was a good person. I don't know, just the way I felt towards people. Like, I was always helping people, even when I didn't need to. I could always put a smile on somebody's face. So, you know, it just came to me earlier, I would say. Now, I'm not saying there's not bad days either. Everybody has their bad days. You can't know the good days if you don't have a bad day. So, don't really take, because most of the time it's not really a bad day. It's just a bad instance that clouds your judgment for the day. So don't really think of it as a bad day. Don't let a couple negative things ruin a good day. Every day is a good day. You're alive.
I got the whole lot of money in my pocket.
Every day is a
Watch
gift.
it like a Rolex, stay gliding, stop it.
Because your time can be taken away from you at any time, anywhere, any
I
place.
got the whole lot of money in my
Be
pocket.
grateful that
Watch
you
it
are
like a
living
Rolex, stay
and
gliding,
you get
stop
to be
it.
you.
I'm too smooth for you all. I'm too smooth for you all.
A lot of people live, but they don't get to be them. So be grateful for who you are.
Gotta multiply these bitches and subtract these fuck niggas and divide the legs of these bitches. Tryna fuck nigga, cops pulled up on me. Asking questions about my brother, no, I don't know nothing at all.
Into the third quarter, Lakers and the Warriors, neck and neck. Lakers only down by 2.
But don't get the wrong assumptions, money, drugs, freedom, hell yeah. Was my make assumptions, remember when I was a little boy. Pops called me the
That's crazy,
girl,
that's
why
crazy.
you in the party if you ain't shaking nothing, can't
What
do
else?
shit else, fuck it. Grab the shit or something, nigga, I'm about everything I say.
Being a good person is not just being polite and having manners and, you know, doing the right thing, in quotations, for podcast. Being a good person is doing good without wanting to be rewarded for it. That's when you understand the value of people instead of rewards. To me, well, this is from my perspective. So my word isn't absolute. So, you know, take whatever I say with a grain of salt. But, you know, being a good person is not something you can just occasionally do. It's something you have to passively do, like consciously, subconsciously, actually. You have to have good thoughts. You have to, you know, you have to have good speech, speak enlightenment, speak positivity, be able to teach people, be able to understand. Being able to truly communicate and not just talk to one another. Because a lot of people, I've noticed that with people lately, people mistake talking with communicating. People talk to be heard. People communicate to understand. And a lot of people don't want to be, or a lot of people don't try to understand. They just try to be heard. So once we as a community, because I say, you know, people, but I'm talking about everybody, including the people around me, not around me, and my family, related to me, not related to me. I'm talking to everybody. Once we as a whole start understanding and listening to people when they talk, the world will become a better place. I am positive of it. But it's all one step at a time, and it takes one person at a time, because a lot of people don't really like to think for themselves. They like to be led. There's leaders, and there's people that need to be led. So I already know which one I am. I hope you do too, whoever's listening. If you don't, you need to find it out. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be led or needing to be led, because you can't be a leader if there's nobody to lead. Like, you can't be a king if you don't have a kingdom. It's it's like yin and yang. Can't have one without the other.
Price going up right now. Trying to fit it up right now. Fluids in my cup right now. The blunt with his eyes up now. Oh, nigga wanna see him go down.
But to anybody out here like really listening, if you wanna if you feel like you've been having negative thoughts, you've been feeling down, you've just been going through a lot, your mind has been all over the place, you can't really focus, you can't really concentrate on what you need to do, but you're doing what you want to do, shit like that. Think about this for a second. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and visualize what you're going through. Now think about what you could do, what you want to do, and what you need to do. And once you work that out, reassess what you just went over with yourself, and just and really assess yourself. I was thinking about this earlier, right? So let's say you start a job when you're 20, early 20s, 20 years old, 20, 21, whatever. But you keep that job for 20 years, like same position, same job, you get a raise like every 5 years or whatever. And after your 20 years are up, you get fired for some reason, or so the company, something happens, the company get bought out, you lost your job. You're 40 years old with a 21-year-old skill set, and only because you stayed with that job and didn't you take the job for the skill the only skill that it can give you, because most of these jobs are only good for one thing, or could give you a skill or a certification, something not really that important, but it could look good on the resume, depending on what your career is. But what I'm saying is, that job you have is meant to give you a skill, a new connection, or a new perspective. And once you figure out which one it's giving you, and you understand the information that's given to you, you need to find either a new job or start focusing more on your career. Because your job will always be temporary, and your career will be something you will do for the rest of your life, whether you notice it or not. So, then you should figure out what that is so you can get paid for it, and not wait till you're 50, 60 years, 40, 50 years old, realizing what you really want to do with your life. Because there's not that much time as people think. Like, every day is literally a blessing. The earth is in terrible condition, and realizing that there's astronauts and there's space companies trying to leave the earth and terraform other planets, that should be a sign to a lot of people to really start cleaning up, helping the earth become a more sustainable planet. I don't understand the reason for leaving the earth when, we have the earth. But I'm not a billionaire yet.
Okay, G-Wiz got it.
But
hey, yo,
there needs to be more active community cleaning or just earth cleaning. There's so much trash, and I don't understand how there's a trash can literally everywhere, but there's people that litter. That makes no sense. That's just spiteful. Spiteful ignorance. Just being dumb. The random word in this episode will be network. 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 I keep a stick like an umbrella. Shoot that bitch like Klay Thompson. I think I'm a professional. I'm already stabbed. Don't see no point of me addressing you. My heart's all innocent. Why the hell is they arresting you? Oh, lost some homies in the streets. GPS take me to graveyard. Same situations. I keep opening these same scars. I just want to win. I keep feeling. Hard times really gave me all these feelings. It ain't no room for no love where I'm from. I know that patient uncomfortable with a kid, to be honest. I'm just trying to see the someday. Hope you fall when you the winner. Trying to get out that hood, fixing that engine wasn't simple. It ain't no room for no love where I'm from. I know that feeling is terrible. It ain't shit you could have done. I know your life a rip, but if you progress or you'll get some money. I know your time is coming. I know my time is coming. Look, it ain't no room for no love where I'm from. Breadwinner like Kevin Gates made a lot of these crumbs. Is it 20 minutes? I've been talking for a good little minute, yeah. This episode finna be done. Hey, look. Positivity is very perspective oriented. So just because something looks good doesn't mean it is. And always be able to take the bad with the good and appreciate both, but understand and learn from both too. Because if you live life only thinking there's good, you're gonna be not mistaken, but you're not going to be prepared for when the bad comes, because you can't have good without bad. That's just life. That's the law of life, actually. You can't have life without death. Well, you can't have death without life. There you go. But it's winding down. Last couple seconds of the episode. So I appreciate everybody that has been listening and supporting. If you want to support more, or send me a couple dollars. There's a link somewhere on here. You don't have to, but I really would greatly appreciate it. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Appreciate everybody. Peace. I have been your host. I am your host, and will continue to be your host. DJ TAC. Appreciate y'all.